చెప్పేసి ఎవరైతే రావాలని చూపిస్తుంది. నేను కొంచెం మళ్ళీ వేస్తాను కదా. హలో బాగా చూస్తుంది. అంటే బడ్జెట్ ఎంత కూడా అమ్మాయి మంచిగా ఉంది. అమ్మాయి 10 years. చూసి చెప్తాను. 10 నిమిషాలు అయిపోయింది చూసి చెప్తాను.
Good morning to all participants. The topic for today's session is non-fare revenue. To take you through the session, the Academy is privileged to have Sri V.D. Christopher, Deputy CCM, FS South Central Railway. Good morning, sir. Now over to the session, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. Thanks, Ctara, and all the organizers for giving me this opportunity to speak about the non-fare revenue. I'll just like to share the PowerPoint presentation which I made. I hope this PowerPoint will be useful to you, and the subject of non-fare also will be useful, and it can be understood about the non-fare revenue, what we are earning on South Central Railway. Am I audible?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Morning.
Visible, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, can I mute all the participants? Sir?
I request all the participants to please mute their phones. Some voices.
Sir, can I mute all the participants, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Please go ahead.
So this is about non-fare revenue. So the topic itself, you can understand that non-fare, this normally we are aware about the fare. Fare is nothing but, suppose the train, passenger train ticket we purchase, that is a fare. And railway flight, suppose you book a parcel, that is a fare. And suppose you book a flight, that's a fare. So this is about non-fare, which is not belong to the normal fare what we understand. So the non-fare revenue, I'm going to discuss. This is an interesting topic where you can all understand and learn about this, how this railway is now concentrating on the improvements in this non-fare revenue. So basically, as I told, this revenue of Indian Railways is basically we get from three different heads. One is revenue from freight, revenue from coaching, and revenue from sundry earnings. And part of it is sundry earnings is non-fare revenue. So whatever all the policies which are now basically it is almost 65% is from freight, another 25%, 30% almost is from coaching, and revenue from sundry is almost 3 to 5%. So that is how we get this revenue. But now railways also now is emphasizing that whatever the revenue we earn should improve from non-freight, because we own a huge tracts of land. Railway share in transportation is now almost 30%. It is there now, and we have huge properties, we have huge lands and huge avenues for improving this non-fare revenue. So the Ministry of Railways is now concentrating on the improvement in non-fare revenue also, because that should also contribute towards the earnings of railways. So I'm going to tell you, just going to share you about the segments is what is non-fare revenue. As I told you, there are sundry earnings. Sundry earnings, apart from other earnings, we have this non-fare revenue pertains to part of the sundry earnings also. So the sundry earning, this non-fare revenue segments is first is out of home. That is, one is we have almost 6 segments. One is OOH, we call out of home. RDN, that is Railway Display Network. Unsolicited non-fare revenue. New ideas and concepts, that is called NFR. entertainment onboard services, that is called content on demand, that is called COD, and advertisements, that is called mobile asset. The advertisements on wagons and coaches and locomotives, that is part of the mobile assets. So these are all the 6 segments constitute the earning of non-fare revenue. So overhead, out of home, I'm going to discuss each segment in the next slides. What is out of home, what is rail display network, and what is unsolicited NFR, and what is new ideas, concepts that is not tested before the earlier. It was not tested. It is an NFR. We call it NFR. So it is a very good policy introduced by Railway Board, and how it is fetching revenue to railways, and how we also can suggest about the new concepts that can be contributed to the division. And content on demand. Now this is also new concept we can see mostly in Western countries, where while traveling we will be entertained with various onboard services. And this advertisement on coaches, this old concept which is already there. Now that has been also modified. Now advertisements on coaches and locomotives and wagons. So as I said that non-fare revenue is income from various sources, excluding passengers and concept coaching receipts. So this is the income from various sources, excluding passenger and freight receipts. NFR policies primarily deals with advertisements on circulating areas of stations, inside the stations, trains, freight wagons, locomotives, digital content on trains and platforms, infotainment systems, other innovative ideas that can help the railways increase its earnings. So basically, these policies are made to get revenue from the circulating of the stations, inside the stations, outside the stations, in the trains, in the freight wagons, the locomotives, digital contents on trains and platforms, in infotainment systems, and other innovative ideas. And what is the scope of the non-fare revenue? So although Indian Railways enjoy the highest captive eyeballs in the railway system, internationally, it earns less than 5% of its revenue through non-tariff sources. Many of the world railway systems generate 10 to 20% of the revenues from non-tariff sources. So Indian Railways is one of the biggest railways, and it is having the highest captive eyeballs. So most of us, whether the younger generation, whether we are in the childhood or whether we are grown up, whether employed, married, or older people also, in each and every person in the country, everybody might have used this Indian Railways either directly or indirectly. So it has the highest captive eyeballs in the railway system internationally. But the earning from this, even though we have the highest exposure towards this, but the revenue generated is very less. It is less than 5%. As I told you earlier, it is almost 3 to 5% of what we get from the revenue, apart from the freight and the coaching earnings. So now we have to concentrate and we have to innovate new ideas, how to increase the revenue from this non-fare revenue. So we have a lot of scope to increase this non-fare revenue. So what are the policies made by board, and how we are implementing them, and what is the future potential? I'm going to discuss in the coming slides. So now I said IRA typically has focused on increasing the revenues through tariff hikes. It wants to challenge this and challenge the conventional thinking by exploiting new source of revenue, so that every asset, tangible or non-tangible, gets optimally monetized. So what we think normally is only freight increase or tariff increase in the passing coaching. So we get revenue through that only. So if a railway is running loss, we will be just thinking why railway is not increasing the tariffs. If tariffs are increased, definitely railways will earn the profits. So now railway is just shifting from that concept. Now we are trying to focus on the non-fare revenue also. Recently, you might have seen this RLDA has given a lot of advertisements that they are trying to lease out the railway land. We have huge potential, as I told, huge tracts of land which has been unutilized, lying idle. So RLD has been brought in, has been asked to explore the possibility of leasing out of all these lands to the private parties so that railway gets revenue out of it. In Secunderabad, we find a lot of railway quarters, which are the main. We occupy almost the main areas of the cities. So, for example, the railway quarters at Sangeet Theatre, which is a prime land, so which has high eyeball capacity, where a lot of land is there. Now quarters are being demolished, and the RLDA is trying to explore to get revenue from that. And apart from that, the railway stadium also is planned to get outsourced. So a lot of plans and are being implemented so that we generate revenue apart from the regular revenue from the freight and the coaching. So in pursuant to the budget announced by Honorable MR in 2016 for increasing non-fare revenue, Ministry of Railway has set up an NFR directorate. There's now a separate directorate called NFR Directorate in Railway Board, and new policies and new initiatives are being exploited and are being announced from this NFR directorate. So there is now an exclusive directorate called the Non-Fare Directorate in Railway Board, which is now announcing new policies, now which is trying to understand the market of non-fare revenue and trying to improve the earnings of Indian Railways. So as I told you earlier, the 6 concepts which I have shown in the earlier slides in the pie diagram, these are out of home. Out of home is nothing but display of advertisements outside the railway station buildings. So outside the railway station, these buildings, so display, we give it for lease, we give a contract. So as per the commercial circular 4 of 2017. So out of home is display of advertisements outside the railway station building. Next is mobile assets. So mobile assets is wherever the trains are moving, mobility. So we can understand the very word concept mobile. So mobile assets, we move locos, we move wagons, we move coaching trains. So we try to now capture advertisements on these trains. That is vinyl wrapping on exterior or interior through panels of the coaches or wagons or locomotives also. This is as per the policy issued in 2017, policy in commercial circular number 05 of 2017. Rail display network, that is called RDN, that is display of advertisements inside the railway station building. So that is called inside the railway station buildings, that is RDN, and OOH, as I told, out of home is display of advertisements outside the railway station building. So these 3 are with a major earning segment. Out of 6, out of home, mobile assets, RDN are the major earning segments. And the remaining 3, content on demand, unsolicited proposals, innovative, new innovative, NFRs, we call it. That is, these are minor earning segments. So the content on demand, as I told you, that is on board and off board. That is on board in the trains and off board the stations. This is all entertainment service. You can enjoy the Wi-Fi. You can enjoy the streaming of the YouTube, whatever it is there. That on demand, you can subscribe to that, and you get advertisements. And on that, they charge a subscription fee, and railway gets revenue out of it. Unsolicited proposals. This is nothing but a new concept submitted by the outside agencies. Any new concept that is submitted by outside agencies which are not in the policies, that is unsolicited proposals. New and innovative. That is new and innovative NFR idea stream, that is called NFR, as I told you, to promote and new ideas for passenger convenience, enhancing the NFR. This is issued by NFR Directorate by letter number dated 21/5/2018. So I'm just going to briefly explain to you about this. What are the earnings for Indian Railways, and each railway how much it has earned. Okay. when you can see this 2018, 19, 19, 20, 2021. So 1920 was a year where we got about 351 crores as through earnings through NFR. So this is a huge earning. In 2021, because of the pandemic, our revenues have drastically fallen down. That 113 crores, 113.19 crores. So in that you can see South Central Railway in the 2018-19, out of 308 crores, South Central Railway contribution was 17.67 crores. In 2019-20, out of 351 crores, South Central Railway contributed 14.12 crores. After 113.19 crores, South Central contribution is 3.42 crores. The maximum contribution is by Western Railway in Mumbai. So mostly it is about out of almost 50%, nearly 50% of the revenue we get it from Western Railway. This is 1920. You can see they have counted 103.38 crores. Then followed by Central Railway, they contributed 80 crores. So Central Railway and Western Railway together contributed almost 60 to 70% of our NFR earnings. So this slide, I hope you will appreciate that each railway performance, how they perform, and what is the contribution towards this non-fare revenue. So out of home policy, as I told you this, now we'll go each slide wise. This OOH, now out of home policy is issued by Railway Board via Commercial Circular number 4 of 2017. So as I said, display of advertisements through outside the railway station building will be covered under this policy. So outside the railway station building is covered under this policy. Advertisements outside railway station is permitted through hoardings, unipoles, structures, glow sign boards, wall paintings, digital boards, etc. In the coming slides, I'm going to show you some pictures. What is this? How this OH is displayed outside the railway station buildings. In the year 2018, via Commercial Circular number 50 of 2018, Railway Board has modified the policy and powers were delegated to general managers for effective implementation of the policy. So that has been modified. Now general managers are having powers to implement this policy. So accordingly, South Central Railway, we have prepared a standard bid documents and given to all divisions for this out-of-home advertisement policy. This is number one. So I'm clear, hope I'm clear. This OOH is basically display of advertisements outside the railway station buildings. You can find a lot of advertisement like your unipoles, glow sign boards, wall paintings, digital boards. There is no end. There is a huge concept, huge potential is there for that. So whatever advertisements can be displayed outside the railway station buildings. That is called out-of-home advertisements. So these are pictures. This is Secunderabad railway station. So this is circulating area. So there is a lot of potential. You can display your advertisements, either glow sign boards or unipoles or normal boards, whatever is it, that can be displayed in circulating area. And this is a level crossing gate, LC gate we call. So this also can be, here also if we find land, here also land is there. So a lot of LC gates are there now where this can be displayed. And unipoles, as I told this on the, we have, for example, this Umdanagar area, that is a very good area where high-tech city towards airport. You have good, very good area. It's almost, it's abutting the main highway near the airport. It has a lot of high balls potential is there. So since railway land is there, you can display a lot of advertisement boards here, either digitally or through unipoles, whatever it is there. That is, hope I'm clear about this out-of-home advertisement policy. Now coming to mobile assets policy. So this is mobile assets policy issued by Railway Board via Commercial Circular number 5 of 2017. So this policy, advertisements are displayed at earmarked areas through vinyl wrapping on exteriors and laminated advertisements on panels in the interior of the coaches of Mail Express, Memo, Demo, EMU, and passenger trains. In the year 2018, again, general manager again entrusted delegated powers to effectively implement this policy. So accordingly, South Central Railway, we have prepared a standard bid documents for this mobile assets policy. So I think whenever you board a train, you will find a lot of advertisement boards inside the train. So that is covered under mobile assets policy. You can find latest tourist center, tourist photos, or you can find hotels photos. So this all is covered inside the train, because in train we have a lot of potential for the passengers, because it's a long distance train, especially they have a lot of potential to get earnings to this mobile assets policy. And outside like vinyl wrapping also. So now most of the trains you can find, I'll show you one clipping where Telangana Express outside by Singareni College, they're almost giving 50 lakhs to us. How it is vinyl wrapped. So how many, and Indian Railways, a lot of trains are there where the trains can be vinyl wrapped and they can display their advertisement, either the private company like Singareni College or government companies or cement factories or JSW or Amul, whatever it is there, they can vinyl wrap their, they can advertise their company through these trains, because trains, as I told you, Indian Railways have a huge network, it's available. So through this, there is a good potential of wrapping these trains and advertise their products. So this is again, this is number 3. That is called innovative schemes. For this is part of the vinyl wrapping. The state and central government also they can they'll be allotted through this allotment basis, not through tendering process. Trains will be allotted without tendering system to central and state government departments and agencies, including PSUs, for advertisement on exterior of various trains. The schemes offered fixed rate. There will be fixed rate will be there. 25 lakhs per year per break for short distance trains, local trains like Memo, Demo, and EMU. 50 lakhs per train for other coaching trains. Further to above, fixed rates are also fixed per coach basis also. So this can be given to central government or state government or PSUs. These agencies can get this contract on a fixed rate. So per coach rate is, in case of EMU, Demo, and Memo, is 1.5 lakhs, and that is coming to 400 rupees per SFT. In case of Mail Express, it is coming to 2 lakhs per coach per year. That is coming to 6,000 rupees per SFT. So this is about, I'm speaking about the vinyl wrapping on the exterior of the trains. So this is only exclusive for the central and state governments and PSUs. So if the state government or central government approach the concerned divisions, then we can straight away, we can give that particular train to advertise their products on the train. So as I told you now, this is for train Telangana Express 02724. That is from Ctara to New Delhi. The Telangana Express we have allotted to Singareni College. That's a very big coal company in on South Central Railway, and they are paying almost 50 lakh rupees per annum. So they have displayed their that Singareni College Company Limited. So they have how you can see how they have whole train they have wrapped with their company logo. So that is almost fetching us 50 lakhs per train per annum. I think we have 3-4 rakes. So total lump sum rate is 50 lakhs per annum. Coming to RDN policy. So rail display network policy that is issued by Railway Board, White Commercial Circular No. 50 of 2017. So what is RDN? This RDN is display of advertisements through various medias at earmarks areas inside the station building. So inside the station building, outside the station building is OOH. RDN is display of advertisements inside the station buildings. So various advertisements can be displayed by various media at the earmark. So we earmark to not to have this all this haphazard boards in the station. So we'll earmark the locations along with the Joint Committee of Electrical Engineering and Commercial. They'll inspect the stations. They'll earmark so that it does not hamper or it does not harm the other boards and all. So that is earmark is that advertisement will be displayed at the earmark locations inside station building. So advertisement is permitted through digital and static media, that is through LED, LCD, plasma screens, digital videos, operation of public address system, and playing of jingles through public address system, hoardings and flexi boards, and glow signs, wall paintings. So you can find so many modes of advertisements that can be displayed inside the station building. That can be LED, LCD, digital video calls, operation public address system, playing of jingles public address. So you can, in Chennai railway station, I've seen a huge LED display board showing the train's arrival and departure. So there you can see a lot of advertisements be given. So there is very good potential area. So railway stations, especially inside railway station, is a very good potential area for the agencies to display their advertisements. So Ministry of Railways have appointed RailTel as a nodal agency for bridge process management of RDN. Till that, RailTel has not finalized a pan-India licensee for RDN. So RailTel is, even though Ministry of Railways appointed RailTel, still they have not appointed the completely pan-India. So a single agency still has to be appointed. So this RailTel, once it is finalized, then all the contracts will be handed over to the RailTel. At present now, the zonal railways, we are only handling this RDN policy. So in the year 2018, while Commercial Circular number 50 of 2018, Railway Board has modified the policy and powers were delegated to general managers for effective implementation of the policy. In 2018, the powers were delegated to general managers for effective implementation of this policy. Till RailTel takes up these advertisements, we are going to do it by the zonal railways only. So hope I'm clear. This RDN is nothing but display of advertisements through various media inside the station buildings. OOH is outside the station buildings. RDN is inside the station buildings. So you can see this. What are the various locations where it can be given? So this is the booking office where passengers stand in queue, and they are simply stand in queue. They'll have a lot of time. If some advertisement is given in these areas, straight away it can be easily accessed and it can have wide publicity. So that's why we are trying to market these places where there is huge eyeball advertisement potential is there. So in the booking, in front of the booking windows. And here also we can see the platforms. You can find these advertisements here. So whenever the passengers are waiting for the train, whenever the passengers are waiting, outsiders are coming to see of their beloved ones, you can make use of this huge potential of this advertisement. This is inside the station's platform, and this is also one of the on the escalators. Now you can find, as per the new railway board policy, you can find a lot of lifts and escalators being installed now, especially group Energy 1, Energy 2, Energy 3 stations. We are making mandatory now. We can find lifts and escalators. So in the escalators, you can on the steps, you can find you can display advertisement, because once the passenger stands here, he has nothing to do. He'll be just looking here and there. Instead of that, advertisement is given on the steps. It is a very good eyeball catching potential place. So here you can display this, and on the side walls also various railways have given advertisement here, and here also they can display. So there is no end. There's a lot of potential is there where railways we can exploit this potential non-fare revenue locations. This is RDN. I was speaking about the RDN. So huge LED display boards are there where we can find the trains are numbers, train timings on the platform timing locations are being displayed here. So naturally, every passenger, whenever we enter the station, we look at when is our train is going to come, at what time, on what platform. So everybody is mandatory. I think everybody will come to the platform and see, and they'll be worried about their train, at what time it will come, and what platform, which platform is going to arrive. So this is a very huge potential area. So after displaying the train timings, we can display the advertisements. So this is also one of the good locations where you can display your advertisement here. That is called Rail Display Network, RDN. And this is one of the, again, you can display on the station premises, especially find the airport-like thing. Now we are advertising the railway stations also. This is, we can give a standalone display items here we can display here. So this is also a good potential display place. This is called RDN. So what we have some contract conditions. What are the contract conditions for OOH, mobile assets, and RDN? I'm just going to, in order for you to make understand what is just a little inner part of the contract system, I'm going to just give you the brief details about this contract. What is the eligibility criteria? The bidder should have for these three advertisements, OOH, mobile assets, and RDN. What does this standard bid document says? What is the eligible criteria? The bidder should have minimum 2 years experience in advertisement field during the past 10 years from the date of issue of tender notification. That is number one. Number two is, in any one of the financial years out of the 3 preceding financial years, the licensee should have achieved a turnover from the advertisement business which is equal to or more than the first year reserve price in this tender notification. So in any of the financial years, preceding years, the license should achieve a turnover from the advertising business which is equal to more than the reserve price the first year. So that is number two. That is the number two condition. One is you should have minimum 2 years experience in the advertising field for the past 10 years. Number two is, in many of the financial years, preceding years, you should have a turnover. That means we are looking at a financially sound party which can give us pay as a license fee without fail. Contract period is for 5 years. The EMD is 2% of the tender value. The security deposit is 50% of the 5th year license fee. Payment of license fee is half yearly. Escalation will be 10% from the fourth year. From 4th year onwards, it will be a 10% increase. The exit licensee is after 2 years, he can, with giving a 4 months notice period, he can leave the contract. So these are the major conditions for the these 3 policies, that is OOH, mobile assets, and RDN, as per the standard bid documents. And what are the challenges we have faced while issuing these SBDs? During the bid process management, divisions have faced certain constraints implementing the SBDs. So, like as I told you, there is some kind of constraints are there in some clusters, some stations, because of a cluster, as I am going to tell you in the coming slides also. Some stations have good potential, some stations have less potential, group one station good potential. So when we combine all these stations together, we get good response from few stations and not so good response from other stations also. So in this SBD, the divisions have faced little difficulties in formulating this contract. So in view of the maximizing the non-fair revenue, powers were delegated DRMs for certain modifications to SBDs as per the local conditions. So whenever the divisions faced this kind of difficulties while finalizing the contract, so the powers now are delegated to DRMs to modify the SBDs as per the local conditions. Because we don't know, suppose RailTel or the zonal headquarters CCM office, we don't know what are the actually local conditions at the stations. So each station will have a local difficulties there. So for each proposal to come to headquarters, it will take a lot of time. Instead of that, now DRMs have been given powers as a division itself. So whenever they face difficulties, they can modify the SBDs as per the local conditions and they can float a tender. So they can, as I told you, that they can redefine the cluster, they can segregate the CCTVs with digital screen, relaxation of tenure of the contract. So all these difficulties they can overcome, and DRMs have given beyond power, so that the tender can be easily modified and can the local difficulties can be incorporated in the tender, and tenders can be floated fast to the divisions, and we can get revenue quickly. Then coming to content on demand, so that is a policy on content COD. Content on demand policy is issued by Railway Board via Commercial Circular number 1 of 2017. The objective of this policy is to detail the various conditions to monetize entertainment-based service on trains and stations. So basically, that is to now public, when we travel, normally what we do, we open our laptop, we open our iPad, or we open our cell phone, we try to access YouTube or some kind of entertainment. We like to see a movie, we like to see some kind of hilarious things or comedy things, so it will be easy to pass time. In flights, it's only 1 hour, 1.5 hours. It will not have sponsored by the time we chit chat with a neighbor, we just is good error. Unlike, but in trains, we have hours together to travel. So this is a very good potential for us to exploit this kind of travel leisure time by the passengers, and we can give entertainment service by subscribing to this so Wi-Fi services or whatever services is being provided by the agency. So to exploit to formulate the policy on this, RailTel is appointed as a nodal agency for floating, awarding, and managing contracts or content on demand. So RailTel is a nodal agency. They have to float this tender and award and manage the contracts for COD. Entertainment services should be provided through audio and video system and be made available on all personal device and should support the prevalent technology and mobile platform. So normally what the difficulty is going to face now, since almost all SIM cards, all agencies, network agencies are providing you a lot of GB in your network. But when we travel, you'll find this sometimes we not get this Wi-Fi connection or this network connection will not be available because you don't find this mobile towers everywhere. So, but the trains in agencies provides a continuous Wi-Fi, so that will be the streaming will be continuous, so that the passenger will not miss the audio or the video connections. So there's a good potential good potential area where we can get revenue from this content on demand policy. So in Western countries, we can find this advertisement or content on demand, so that they can have a good entertainment while traveling on train. So we don't find will not get bored while traveling in Western countries, because they give us a lot of advertisements or a lot of entertainment while traveling. So now Indian Railways also is planning to exploit this, explore this, and how to get these passengers entertained, and at the same time how we can get revenue from it. The licensee or service provider shall promote advertisements through the content and service provided with the permissible time limits as per the relevant Ministry Information and Broadcasting. The period of contract will be 10 years. So accordingly, RailTel has awarded the contract to Margo Networks Private Limited for a period of 10 years. That is from January January 2020 to 13 January 2030. So at present, 2,610 rakes all over the Indian Railways are included in this content for demand service. So out of this 2,610 rakes, zonal railways, what railways will receive? We'll be getting about 30,172 per rake per quarter. So this is a very good amount which is going. So I think the estimated amount is almost, we get almost 30 crores revenue from this COD, out of which we are almost getting 15 crores amount on this. On South Central Railway, almost 216 Mail Express trains and 9 MMTS trains have been awarded. And the minimum amount of guarantee we are getting is almost 2 crores per annum. So 225 trains have been allotted in South Central Railway, 260 Mail Express and 9 MMTS, and we are almost getting 2 crores for this. And Indian Railways is getting almost 30 crores money. That is about 30,172. 60 crores, and 60 crores is the contract, and the RailTel is the 30 crores, and Railways is getting 30 crores. The revenue share, as I told you, the revenue sharing from content on demand contracts between RailTel and Indian Railways shall be on 50-50% basis. So whatever the contract revenue we get is all 50-50%. Railways 50% and RailTel 50%. The contract is awarded with annual minimum guarantee of 63 crores and revenue sharing as per slab given below. So the minimum guarantee amount is 63 crores. So that is what it has been advertised, and almost now Railways we are getting 63 crores revenue already. And apart from that, whenever the passenger subscribes, and the year-wise revenue share will be up to 100 crores, 10% is the revenue share. More than 100 crores up to 200 crores, 15%. More than 200 crores up to 300 crores, 25%. More than 300 crores up to 400 crores, 30%. More than 400 crores up to 500 crores, 40%. More than 500 crores, 45%. So this is what the annual revenue. Suppose we, apart from the 63 crores minimum guarantee amount, and this is the share which they are supposed to go as per the revenue which they get. Suppose there are a lot of subscriptions, a lot of money is coming to the private party, and if it's coming up to 100 crores is the amount they get revenue, and they should share a 10%. That is 10 crores they have to share. Suppose it is more than 500 crores, almost 45% they have to share. So this is how they have to give us the money. This is for the content on demand. Hope I'm clear, and people and all the listeners are able to understand my presentation. If somebody is not able to understand, they can write down the doubts that can be cleared. But if it requires urgent interpretation, please interrupt me so that doubt can be cleared. My only idea is that everybody should be benefited from this class. So what is this?
Please explain standard bit document. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Standard bit document.
So that is what standard bit document which we have given. I've told you the various clauses for the SBD. I have told you what are the difficulties we have faced. So what are the challenges we have faced during the SBDs? The standard bit documents, we have faced certain conditions. We have clubbed all these stations together, because each station, why suppose we give, then we don't get revenue, we're not getting proper revenue. So we have made a clusters like combining a few stations and combined them, and we have floated tenders as per the clusters. So the standard bid document was formulated as per that, and I've already shown you a slide. What is the minimum security deposit they have deposit, and what is the tenure of the contract, and who is having the powers. If suppose standard bid documents, some problems are cropping up, then the DRMs have been empowered to change the SBDs, and they can modify the SBDs, and again they can refloat the tender. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir. Who appointment nodal agency?
for what?
For nodal for
RDN, for RDN is the Railtel is the nodal agency.
yes, RBN, RDN.
Yeah, Railtel is the nodal agency.
Yes.
Since now Railtel is still in the process of this, Railtel has already awarded this RDN COD.
Yes.
Now they are now floating the tender, already awarded. RDN still, Railtel is now in the process of awarding. Now zonal railways have been empowered. Now zonal railways are doing. So once the contract Railtel contract is in place, again it will go back to Railtel.
This is all through zonal railways.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Once again, sir, what is vinyl wrapping?
Vinyl wrapping is nothing but you can find in film of vinyl film will be there. No, you can find. I've shown you the picture. I'll show you this picture, but this is vinyl. See, this outer coach will be wrapped with vinyl wrapping. That is thin film. It will be pasted on the train, on the outer coach of the train. So the pasting of this vinyl wrapping, this is called vinyl wrapping. So here the agency can advertise their logo or advertise their product here.
Yes.
So this is called vinyl wrapping.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So the conditions I've explained was, as one madam has asked, these are the conditions for this SBD.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So coming to this, I'm not a new. 1 minute. This is unsolicited proposal. So as I told you that any proposal which was not earlier, apart from the policy, that will be covered under this unsolicited proposal. The selection of agency will be for 5 years. Initially, it is if it is successful, then the agency will be given they will float the tenders on open tender basis. All the proposals received in this policy should be finalized within a time frame. The right of first refusal will be given to the proponent in case the proponent is not the highest bidder. Normally, when we float a tender, we give it to the highest bidder. But in this case, if I suppose I come with a new proposal, but even then in that case, if I am not the highest bidder, then suppose the tender is for 10 crores, highest bidder quotes 10 crores, and the proponent of the proposal, that is, I have come a proposal with the railway stating that this is my new proposal. So I have submitted the proposal to Southern Railway or the Indian Railways. So I float the tender based on the proposal I received from the party X. While floating the tender, suppose I received 3-4 tenders, X, Y, Z, and suppose Z quotes the highest rate, that is 10 crores. But the proponent, that is the fellow who has submitted a proposal, that is X, because he has quoted only 5 crores, he will not get the tender. So there's a lot of chance that somebody submits a proposal and somebody knocks away the contract. So in order to prevent that, the proposal will be given it will be a counter offer will be given to the proponent. That fellow is given an idea that 10 crores, if you are ready to pay, then you're going to give even though you're not the highest bidder, you are going to get the contract. So that is called the right of first refusal will be given to the proponent in case the proponent is not the highest bidder. In case I'm not the highest bidder, even though I've submitted the proposal, suppose I'm not the highest bidder, and counter offer will be given to the proponent so that if he is ready to take up the highest bidder rate, then he'll be awarded the tender. Short-term proposal also can be considered a proposal in this policy, but it should not exceed 3 months. So this is called unsolicited. This is the main features of unsolicited proposal. So this scheme, this new innovative non-fair revenue idea scheme, this is called NFR. This is a very good scheme. You can find a lot of new things in this station. Now because of the COVID, probably you may not be visiting railway station, but now when you go to railway station, you can find a lot of new things because of this NFR. So NFR, earlier there is advertisement before this policy was issued, we had a lot of constraints in floating a tender, but now under NFR, this is a very innovative idea. So whenever somebody submits a new idea scheme, whatever anything on this under the sky, any idea, I'm going to explain to what are the different ideas people have submitted, how the tender is awarded, and how now it is implemented, and how much revenue we are generating this. I'm going to explain to you in the subsequent slides. So the objective of this policy is to promote new ideas and concepts related to passenger convenience and enhancing non-fare revenue. So basically, is to promote new ideas and concepts. This is only to enhance the passenger convenience. So, for example, you can find a lot of medical kiosks now, massage chairs. You can check your BP in the platforms. You can check your blood sugar. You can you can relax in the massage chairs. So all the new ideas and concepts which will promote the convenience or the comfort of the passengers. I'm going to share a few photographs also in the subsequent slides, and how divisions are implemented and how it is benefiting both the passenger and the railways. So basically, this policy is to have more convenience for the passenger. The focus of this policy shall be on all new innovative ideas, concepts, themes that have not been tested before at division levels and with potential to enhance non-fare revenue. So this is basically a new idea, innovative idea, which have been not earlier floated, not implemented at the division level. So only if it's a new idea, then this is covered under this policy. The DRMs of the division shall have full powers for executing innovative ideas, concept for generation of NFR on the division. So DRM is given full powers. They can simply award the contract without the tender. Care should be taken that the project scheme taken up on NFR should not infringe upon any other NFR policies. So any other policies, they should not infringe. So how it is allotted? The branch of the commercial department shall be the nodal officer of the handling of such proposal. So the branch of the senior DCM is the nodal officer for handling such proposal. So the proposal should be accompanied by a non-refundable of simply a small amount of rupees 1,000 only. The tenure of such NFR initiative shall be 1 year or part thereof, but can be extended by further 1 year with the approval of DRM. So normally the tenure is 1 year only, and it can be extended further. Suppose the contract seems to be very good, viable for railways also, and for the and very useful to the passenger, then DRM can approve further for 1 year. So as per the Commercial Circular 51 of 2019, general managers may fix the tenure of proposal under NFR up to a maximum of 5 years in case of capital intensive NFR proposal. So in case of capital intensive NFR proposals, GMs are empowered to, as I told you, the maximum tenure is 2 years. 1 year CNDCM can give straight away, another 1 year DRM can approve. Suppose there is one concept, new concept is available. Suppose somebody comes with the new concept, then it can be to maximum of 5 years. So what I mean to say here is, suppose a customer or an agency will take a little more time to get back his amount, then this can be extended to 5 years. So such kind of proposals will be studied by the division and will be sent to the general manager, who, if he finds that this is really beneficial, and if he finds that really the customer, the passenger gets benefited, then the GM can extend up to 5 years. For that example, I'm going to share you in a Kachugura station, they are given for this digital locking. Now earlier we have this luggage we have to deposit and the counters, and we have to store this luggage at the counter and for 2 hours or 3 hours, and we finish our work, then get back and go back after this, take back the luggage. Now, under the digital policy, under the digital scheme, digital locker scheme, that one app is available made available by the agency who has floated this concept, that is called digital lockers system, digital locker system. It is available in Kachura. So he has almost taken 2 to 3 years to develop this app, and through the app only you can go and deposit your that will be automatic. You can go to the Kachura station, and the locker system will be there, and through app only you can open your locker, and you can lock your locker, and your items or luggage will be safe. So since this agency has taken a little more time, that was awarded for a period of, I think, 3 to 5 years. On such examples, the general managers, under exceptional circumstances, they can award this contract for 5 years. But normally it is 1 year, and DRM, if it is found that it's more useful to the passenger and the passenger is really getting benefited, furthermore 1 year can be approved by DRM. So some of the new ideas which I have told you, this outsourcing of cloakrooms. Just to explain to you, the cloakrooms, both digital and non-digital, licensed out for innovation, operation, maintenance, and nominal cost to the passengers. So the cloakrooms outsourcing, earlier it was tender was there, and we used to float a tender, and somebody, in order to get the contract, used to quote high rates, and ultimately live in between the contract, and it was unmanned. But now under the NFR for a period of 1 year, under an NFR straight away we can give it to the agencies. Family mall. So whenever you find large space available in the stations, you can we can give it to the shop or something near the station. Upgrades of waiting rooms. So waiting rooms also can be licensed out for innovation, maintenance, wherein licensee offers modern facilities, cafeteria, restrooms, etc. So the agency, the licensee can upgrade the waiting room. He can give modern facilities like a small cafeteria. He can provide good TVs, good papers to the passengers, newspapers. So he can give some additional facilities, comforts to the passengers, and he can get this contract under NFR. So that the waiting rooms are now better, and a lot of facilities are given to the customers, that's the passengers. So luggage, scanners, sanitizers. So in view of the COVID-19, scanning of passenger baggage may be installed at stations. So at Vijayawada and other places, now we have almost all the A1 class stations on South Central Railway. We have installed this sanitizing of this baggage. The kiosk, I'm going to share some photographs in subsequent slides. So automatic COVID kiosk. So COVID automatic kiosks like linen, mask, gloves, sanitizers. So now kiosks are available at railway stations. So you can put some money into that, token into that, and you can get this mask, gloves, and sanitizers. And you can linen also, bed linen also. So now, since because of the COVID, now bed linen is not being supplied at the in the coaches. In the kiosks, you can get this linen also. E-mobility, EV charging at stations. So charging facility for electrical vehicles. So that also under NFR, there has been awarded contract. End-to-end baggage service. The concept is to provide hassle-free transportation of luggage from passenger home to station. So this is also a new concept where it has been awarded. I think in Kachigura or Secunderabad, it is being planned. So here earlier, I think in Delhi it's already available. In Western Railway also it's available. So you need not carry your baggage. Now earlier we used to hire an auto or some bike or some car, then put the luggage in the car, then bring it to the station, then carry it, then put it in the train. So in order to prevent all those things, then now we have given to agency that suppose you book in the app, the agency will come to your home, pick up your luggage, put in the train. Again, it deboards after the destination station also, it carries back to your home. So that has become very good customer friendly, and it is a good concept where you are getting revenue from it. Sleeping pods. Sleeping pods similar to AC dormitories offer high quality accommodation within the station premises. So you can find this sleeping pods similar like what astronauts are there. Small pods are available. Small dormitories are made where you can be accommodated for a cheaper rate, and clean and good beds are provided. And overnight passenger for overnight rest, they come to the station, avail these sleeping pods, then get morning, they freshen up and catch the train and go away. Earlier, the big rooms were provided high in cost, which was very costly, not proper clean. It was not so hygienic and clean. But now the sleeping pods are very hygienic, very clean, small pods, very reasonable rates, and people are able to utilize this. Automatic ticket management access. So ATMA is called. It is a system where technology is used to scan the passenger ticket for contactless passenger towards the platform. So these screens have been provided at the stations. That's called ATMA. We can just simply scan this ticket. You need not have any contact with the ticket checking squad. It can be captured by this ATMA. So plastic bottle crushing machines. So these are also now a lot of stations have been installed where after usage of the bottle nowadays is stored on the platforms, on the dustbins, or on the waiting area. So a lot of things where a lot of dust, a lot of Ctara were there because of the crushing machine. Again, recycling is a problem. The beggars used to come and collect, and again they used to we used to have a lot of difficulty in recycling these plastic bottles, because a lot of plastic bottles are used in railways. So now they've introduced these crushing machines where you can simply put the bottle in the crushing machine, and the machine crushes into that, and it is recycled again. So in Western Railway in Mumbai, I found that if you put that bottle in the crushing machine, you get some points also where that can be used to purchase some kind of items at the station or outside also. Some kind of Sodex pounds are avoided. Some kind of Sodex tokens are given, so you can purchase in some canteens. So that kind of encouragement or facilities given to the passenger, where when you can put the bottle which you have used it in the crushing machine, and this kind of encouragement is given to the passenger. Health kiosk, as I told you earlier, installation of health checkup at the platform. So you can check up your BP, you can check up your sugar. And Secunderabad station, right on platform 1, we have installed this health kiosk that has been widely used by the passenger, especially in the COVID time. When you find time of 30 minutes, when you arrive at the station, the train is late, or your train is little, you have 30 minutes time. So you can check up your health, your BP, and your blood samples. Vertical gardens at main entrance of the station premises. which enhances the appearance, ambience, that is also made available. So this vertical gardens, especially find in airports. Now you can find a lot of transformation in the railway premises also. This it's really enhancing the ambience of the stations. And saloons also, restaurant saloons is used, unused coaches circulating on stations. Wherever these unused coaches are there, we are keeping it outside the station buildings. And these are converted restaurants, and people are able to use it during the free time. So interactive. So there is no end. There's a very good kinds of ideas where you find the station is now transformed into you can have a pleasure in coming to the railway station, enjoy these new ideas, new concepts, and you can find the interactive game kiosk. Now children can play games at the platforms. And as I told you, delivery e-commerce, you can now pick up points. The customer, the agency will come and pick up your parcel also, and they can deliver you at the destination also. The canteen facility in good shed, parcel office, hospitals, etc. And now at the good sheds, the parcel office, canteen facility is provided now to the increase. At Kachu in Hyderabad division has given Nizamabad station that the good shed canteen facility is provided. So the hamals are using canteen facility.
Oh no.
Repairing, operation, maintenance, railway godowns. The railway goods shed also under this idea, there can be licensed out, and unused railway assets can be given to this licensing. So these are the few photographs which I have displayed to you, which I have brought to you. This Pochampalli Handloom Center you find in Secunderabad station, and you find in Kachugada station also. Earlier, you only have to go to the Chennai mall, or you have to go to this Chandra Brothers and all this. Now, need not go anywhere. A passenger can find his handloom sarees or dresses can find at the railway station itself. So, as soon as you enter, you can do shopping leisurely also. You can carry your sarees or dresses to relatives or the near and dear ones in the station premise itself. That is now widely appreciated by the passengers. Now, Hyderabad is famous for pearls, bangles, and cosmetics. So now we have given this pearls and bangles at the, and we are displaying at the Kachugada railway station. Need not go outside. So normally earlier when the relatives used to come, Hyderabad pearls kahan milega? Then we used to take them to the Charminar area and all these things and purchase them, and we have to give them. Now need not go anywhere. While boarding the train, the passenger himself can purchase this in the railway station itself. I told you about this health checkup. So you can check your pulse, you can check your BP, and you can check your weight and all these things under one this instrument where you can find your height, you can find your weight. For 50 rupees, is going to give you all this health reports from your side. So this is given by team lead corporates. They've installed this particular health check machine at the station. The Secunderabad station, right on the platform 1, you can find this machine available in the station. I can find somebody speaking again. Can you mute, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is a very good concept, health concept especially. Now it is very, very widely appreciated by the passengers. It's well taken by them, and you can find this because now earlier we had to go to the hospital or to the doctor to check your BP, you check your sugar levels, you take your creatinine levels to find your kidney working and all. Nothing. Now we can simply medical certified professional be available at the station near this instrument. You can check your pulse rate, you can check your BP, you can check your BMI, this body mass index also. You can check your weight, you can check your height, so that during the few hours you spend at the station, you find it's very pleasurable and very useful to the passenger. Cell point. See how mobile point now, suppose suddenly you find this your cell charge is over, your SIM card is not there, or your charger is not available, your power bank is not available, or you want to purchase a new phone, you want to cover your new phone, whatever it is there, we have installed this cell point here. You can recharge, you can Xerox, you can laminate, everything, all type of concepts. So it's also widely appreciated. And this new fish spa, you can find in Vijayawada division, in Vijayawada station, you find this fish spa. So whenever you find time, these are all airport concepts. Earlier only you used to find in the airports now. Now you're finding in the railway stations also. So now it is percolated down to railway stations. No person is finding very happy. They are very happy and very exciting to find this new concept what we have installed in stations. The fish spa giving a lot of relaxation, massage to your feet. So all the tired feet, you can simply dip your feet into the aquarium, and this particular fish, they try to nibble and give you a lot of relaxation. And this, you can find these chairs, massage chairs, so beautifully designed, and it's being widely used by the passengers. So 15 minutes, they charge you some amount, 40 rupees, 80 rupees, 120 rupees, based on the hour of usage. So when you're tired, you come hushing, running to the railway station, find your train late, you can relax here, you can come and sit in the chair, and you can massage your feet, massage your body, massage your head, and people are finding it very useful. So this agency called Cloud Rest, they are now widely able to publicize this concept, and it's being widely used by the passengers. Passengers are very happy that these concepts are available now in the railway stations, because airport passengers generally come in the train, they come in the car, or they come with their own cars, or they hired cabs, and then straight away they walk through the escalator or lift, or they straight away board into the train. So, but the railway passenger is very tired because he has to come very far, either a bike or his own transportation or the bus. And we look at the average middle class passenger. So these people are finding it very pleasurable, and they're very happy with the provision of such kind of amenities to the passenger. So this is baggage, back baggage agency. They have installed this concept of sanitizing your baggage now, because people were finding it very difficult during the COVID period. So they sanitize this baggage, and they can also pack your baggage, so the luggage, where you can safely travel. So your luggage is completely sanitized. See, you can find 10 rupees for sanitation and 50 rupees for wrapping and with sanitation, 50 rupees. So your luggage is plastic. I think mostly you have seen the airports where the plastic wrapping, vinyl wrapping takes place in luggage, so that your luggage is not damaged. So here also, to prevent damaged luggage, this wrapping is done, and it is sanitized also. It will go through a UV machine where a baggage is wrapped and sanitized. And this 3D concept, this Happy Diwali. So this is installed in the Ctara station, 3D concept where you can display your agency. And the scooters, now you can find a lot of yellow scooters. No bouncer agency is there. I think everybody is aware of this. We have displayed, we have given place to this agency called Bouncer. These are all electric scooters. As soon as you get down to the railway station, did not look for hiring auto. You can simply locate through your app and unlock it, and you can go to your home, or you can park it somewhere in the station also, and through that RFID, the agency will come and pick up your scooter. So this very good concept. Now these Bouncer bikes are available in twin cities, Hyderabad, Secunderabad, and Kachura, and also Vijayawada and Tirupati. They're all available now. So this is again widely appreciated by passengers. So you need not worry about relatives coming to pick you up, or how to go midnight, how to find an auto and all. And you can simply pick up this bike and book it in the app, online only, and you can travel straight away to your home on these bikes. These are called Bouncer bikes. So this is basically about this non-fare revenue concept. I hope this is very good innovative ideas which have been implemented, and there is no end. And still divisions exploring a lot of new items, new things in this. After issue this policy, you can find a sea change in the provision of amenities to the passengers. The station itself has changed. The amenities itself has changed. Passenger is finding it pleasurable and is enjoying the facilities because of this NFR policy issued by board. So simply I'll just rush through this, how it has South Central Railway has benefited from this non-fare revenue. And each division wise, because the time is very short, now only 15 minutes is left over, still about 15-16 slides are there. I'll just rush to this because it is only a statistical to have an interest, give an idea at how South Central Railway has earned through this various policies of non-fare revenue issued by board, and how it has been implemented successfully on South Central Railway, and what is the annual revenue which we have generated on implementation of this railway. Unfortunately, because of the COVID, this new policies, new ideas, new concepts, neither the customer is able to enjoy, nor the agency is getting revenue. So that is because of the COVID. I know everybody is affected, including South Central Railway. Just to have an idea that in 1920, 11.72 crores revenue was generated, and 2021, 3.10 crores were generated. Because this business idea does not mean that it is not successful and not widely patronized by the passengers. Because of the non-running of trains, because of the COVID, this concept is now a little slack in this 2021. But you can see 1921, 11 crores we could generate revenue. And what is the target fixed for 21-22? Now, since the unlocking is taking place, since the COVID has come down, cases have come down, the target has been fixed as 9.63 crores. And from the first 4 months, April to June, we have got about 8 lakhs. And that is anticipated revenue from July 21 to September 21. We are 2.92 crores, and the rail share is 2.04 crores. And total anticipated revenue, which we are expecting, is almost 10.46 crores. So we are hopeful that we are going to get much money, revenue from this non-fare. So the breakup of this one, because of the issue of this policy and what is that each division has done, I'm not going to give you the complete statistics, just for your better appreciation, just an idea how this each division has actually earned from this from this RDN, Rail Display Network, mobile assets, OOH, out of home, COD, content on display, unsolicited proposals, interactive services, other non-free from various unclassified publicities, app-based services. So all this the target given is 3.48 crores. The actual realized is 1.42. The actuals which we got last year is 4.26 crores. Vijayawada division, they got 4.408 crores. Hyderabad division got 2.50 crores. Guntakal division, just for the information sake, they got almost 2021 actual 0.3 crores. In last year, they got 1.3 crores. Guntur division, small division, they got 0.91 lakhs. And actually, till now, they got 0.12 lakhs. Hyderabad division, Nanded division, they got actual 2021 0.179 lakhs. Actually, is 1.05 1920. South Central Railway as a whole, now actually we have got 2021 3.40 crores. The actual last year is 14.12 crores. So the target is remaining is 9.682 crores for South Central Railway. What is the action plan? So this all tenders we have floated. Since actually this is very good information which I want to share with you, but since there is shortage of time, I'm just for the statistical purpose, somebody can note down, or just for an idea, for appreciation, I've just given the figures, what each division has got and what is the anticipated revenue from this non-fare revenue, from this policies of non-fare revenue. Secretariat division anticipated revenue is 327 lakhs, Vijayawada is 300, Hyderabad is 223. So I have given you what is the revenue generated from the various policies, various segments of this non-fare revenue, that is OOH, COD, RDN, NFR, mobile assets, all this together, what is the approximate revenue? If somebody interested, I can share it later on. This is a division-wise cluster. What is the amount they have gone? Second division, they have identified 32 clusters. Vijayawada region 4 clusters, Hyderabad 2 clusters, Guntakal 47, Guntur 5, Nanded 4. Total 47 clusters are identified, and the contract is awarded out of 47. 25 clusters award is given. 31 clusters are vacant. In case of OH, in case of RDN, 18 clusters are identified, 8 clusters are awarded, and 17 clusters vacant. So anticipated revenue is about 93.72 lakhs. In case of mobile assets, 97 trains have been identified, 15 contract trains have been awarded, 27 trains contract has to be awarded. So what is RDN policy? As I told you, this is a display of advertisement to various medias, earmarks inside the railway station. So that is through wall planes and all. This already I explained to you. So again, this is details of how each division has fared and what is the status of each division. And what is the status now of this NFR contracts and each division wise I've given to you. Since there's shortage of time, I'm just rushing through the slides. And this is app-based. Delhi division has given this. It's a very good app-based. As I told you in the earlier slides, in my earlier presentation, how this app-based agency have picked up this luggage. This is a new under NFR. The Delhi division has recently awarded this concept. This luggage is picked up from your door, taken to the train, and put to the train, and again it is deboarded and it is delivered to your home. So do not worry. This passenger can be stress-free, worry-free, and only this agency called Bags on Wheels will take up all this care of all your luggage. So fair and non-fair revenue share, just for your better appreciation, for your understanding. This project is maximize. The idea is to maximize this box of revenue, non-fair revenue. So out of the this metro project, especially this metro concepts, metro rails are running now in almost all the major metro cities. In the metro cities, the fare box only accounts 80%, non-fare almost 20%. So you can understand the importance of non-fare revenue in case of metro. The metro rail will become viable, economically viable only when they try to exploit the non-fare box. So they give a lot of importance to this non-fare revenue. So their fare box is 80%, and non-fare box is 20%. Because sometimes in case of fare box, this recovery of this cost will be very difficult, because the actual ridership may be little lesser than the plan. Suppose in Hyderabad, we have a Hyderabad metro rail system. They actually planned a lot of revenue from the fare box. But what happened because of COVID, because of some problems, because of the failure of the signal system, the actual ridership sometimes will vary. So this fare box, sometimes it is not so pakka. It is not so fixed. But in case of now, what they are showing in case of real estate, they have exploited, because the metro rail runs to the heart of the Hyderabad. So most of the mall, they've given these locations in the metro system to malls, to shops, a lot of advertisement. So they're expecting about 20% of the total revenue from this non-fare box. I'm going to share with you metro cases of non-fare in all over the world. In Hong Kong, you can find this fare box is 37%, 63% is through non-fare box. So you can find how much revenue you're getting generated from this non-fare revenue at Hong Kong metro. In Delhi, 12% they're getting from this non-fare box. 88% is fare box, 12% is non-fare box. In Singapore, 89% is fare box, 11% is non-fare box. In London, 83% is fare box, 17% is through non-fare box. New York, 70% is fare box, 30% is non-fare box. So you can understand the world over how the metro, how much importance they're giving to non-fare, whereas our Indian Railways are only 5%, less than 5% is our non-fare box. So that is how I'm trying to make you understand. I'm trying to stress that we should all make and exploit this non-fare, which has a huge potential towards contribution towards earnings on Indian Railways. So we should, from 5%, we are making efforts to make it 20% now. That is why Indian Railways Now new ministry is now concentrating and trying to emphasize that we should realize at least 20% of our earnings through non-fare revenue. So Indian Railways, I'm going to run through because we have running short of time. So this is the various heads where we get this and which are departments which are responsible for this sundry earnings. The sundry earnings, we have this non-fare revenue comes under sundry earnings. Other than non-fare, parking, catering, miscellaneous, sitting room, ATM, paid use toilets, cloakrooms, commercial plots, sale of timetables, AC waiting halls, lounges, others. They're all sundry earnings, and one among them is non-fare revenue. And coming to this segments of non-fare, what are the components? Mobile assets come under Z6112, OOH, out of home Z613, RDL 611, COD 614, unsolicited 616, NFR 617, app-based cab 248, old commercial publicity contract 618, other non-fare contract 615. So this is how you have to account this particular head in the balance sheet. So as you all aware, this classification of earnings, there are three. One is abstract X, abstract Y, and abstract Z. Abstract X is from coaching. Abstract Z is Y is goods. Abstract Z is sundry. So these are all major heads and subheads. This is for the accounts point of view. I think all are aware. This goods is Y, coaching is X, goods is Y, and sundry is Z. So abstract Z should be very clear. Abstract Z is nothing but sundry earnings. Abstract Z, these are various heads under which it is covered. This is for the accounts person, which they can better appreciate and how it is accounted. So since there's a lot of time, I'm not going to go. I'll just go to abstract Z 600 classification, 600 head. So 600, now this new railway board has now classified this new non-fare revenue. For this, they've clearly subclassified this into this 611 advertisement at station, 612 advertisement of coaches and wagons, 613 advertisement through hoardings, 614 entertainments on boards, COD, 615 burial wrapping, 616 interactive services, 617 other NFR activities looking in face, 618 is unclassified advertisement through advertisements. So as per this is all as per the railway board letter so and so dated 11/3/20. Hope this will be useful for accounting purposes. So these are all remaining concepts or various heads, how they should be accounted under which head. You can later on collect it from the Ctara 700 classifications. So what are the reasons as per the railway board recent letter under RBA 20/2020 in practice recent amendments? These have been given now as I explained to you in the slides. These are under which heads they are to account. These are the procedures to account this under earnings. And as per the recent, I told you, RBA letter of 20/2020, in order to ensure separate budgeting and accounting of earnings of non-NFR activities, new detailed heads have been introduced under minor head 200, minor head 600, abstract Z, sundry other earnings of Indian Railway Finance Code, Volume 2, as per the enclosed correction slip number 147. So this is advanced correction slip 147, under which these have to be accounted. Minor head 600 is very important. Miscellaneous category 600, subhead 610, advertisements, fees, and non-fare revenue. And detailed head is Z611, as I explained to you. 611 is advertisement station. 612 is advertisement of coaches and wagons. 613 is advertisements through hoardings. 614 is advertisements, entertainment on board trains. 615 sponsorship like vinyl wrapping. 616 is interactive service COD. 617 is other NFR activities. NINFRIS 617. NINFRIS comes on 617. 618 is unclassified earnings from advertisement fees, and Z248 is received from app-based cab services and parking of vehicles in the relevant other these things. So this is the correction slip which I want to display, so it will be useful to you for accounting purpose. So here is my presentation. I hope this is useful to you, and I hope it will be useful to you in your accounting purpose, in an idea. Lot of issues have been covered, lot of things have been discussed, and I have explained to you the complete policy. I explained to you each and item, 6 items which are covered under NINFRIS. I have shown you how Southern Railway is faring on SBDs and how much earning it is given. I've explained to you the various international metros, how they are emphasizing on non-fare revenue and how much they are targeting to get revenue, and how Indian Railway should also target similarly to get this target of 20% revenue through non-fare. And I hope I have widely covered all these issues, and hope this presentation is useful to everybody. Thank you. And if time is almost now 13 hours, still we have, I can give you some few minutes for you to clear doubts, and so that big doubts, later doubts can be cleared through my email or my phone number, which is available with Mr. Nageshwar Rao, and you can always contact me for the doubts. Thank you once again.
Questions from the participants?
Good afternoon. Sir, you have about 3% rail tel.
Sorry, you are not audible. Can you please little louder?
Yes, you spoke about 50% of the profit sharing between railway and rail net. Can you elaborate on it? Rail 50% sharing. What is that, sir?
50% is share on content or display. That whatever that RailTel has been now interested to give this contract. So whatever revenue you get, that is about 63 crores, which I have shared to you. So whatever revenue you get, 50% will be given to RailTel, 50% will be given to railways. Like the contract, this IRCT contract, catering contracts. So even though railway runs the trains, but they have to share this money with the railways, because that is now that is run by railways. So likewise, since RailTel is now awarding the contracts on railway premises, so this is understanding MOU entered between railways and RailTel. So whatever revenue you get from the contracts, that has to be shared 50% with the RailTel and 50% that has to be given to railways. So that is how it is understanding MOU has been entered between railways and RailTel to share this content on demand revenue, whatever we get from the agencies.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Why NFR only pertain to zonal railways, not in production unit or any other unit?
No, outside OOH, you can, that's what I'm saying, out of home, you can also give it to zonal workshops, and you can display your advertisements at the workshops also. You can also display your advertisement at the production units also. There is no bar. But the zonal railway, that is divisional, can award the contract at the production units as well as the workshops also. There is no bar in it.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah.
And one question, sir. Why revenue words use instead of earning words?
Sorry?
Why revenue words use instead of earning words?
That is recently, yeah, the railway board has given instruction that we should not, here onwards, they should use revenue instead of earning. So that why is a question, I think,
yes,
because board has given instructions to use revenue, because to give, I think it is for clarity purpose, earning revenue, that they have issued instructions. But why is that has to be clarified by board? What is the idea behind? I'm not sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, the higher highest bid, even if the party is not the highest, what was the concept? Said still it can get this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This unsolicited proposal, suppose I bring a proposal, new proposal, I get an idea and I share with you, but you are not giving the contract. So why will I share with you? What benefit will I get? So that is the idea, a new idea, which was not given by anybody idea. I mean, not given by anybody earlier. Now I come with a new idea. So that idea has to benefit me and benefit railways also. So that is how now an opportunity is given to the person who is giving an idea that even though you are not quoting the highest rate, since you have given you are the proponent of the idea, so I will give you the counter offer of the highest bid, so that you can get the contract. Since you have given me the idea, the contract will give. I am going to give you the contract, so that you can implement the idea. So that is the reason behind it. Otherwise, if you are not giving that clause, if you are not giving that idea, if you are not given the opportunity, nobody will come forward to share the idea. So that is a reason why we give a counter offer first to the proponent of the idea, of the scheme.
Okay.
Hope I'm
And
clear.
what are the yes, and what are the schemes under mobile asset?
Mobile assets. Yeah, mobile asset is nothing but which is movable. I told you that train, for example, outside the train is a mobile. Passenger train, goods train, locomotive. These are all mobile assets. So you can display your advertisements inside the train, outside the train through vinyl wrapping, inside the train through your panel boards, and the locomotive also you can cover through vinyl wrapping. So all the which are moving, it's called mobile asset. So you can display advertisements since it covers not only suburban, non-suburban, whole of the country. So that you can your logo or your company advertisement can be visible, can be advertised throughout the country. So that is called mobile asset. Mobile asset nothing but the moving train, mobility. It can be express train, it can be passenger train, it can be demo, memo, it can be inside the train, outside the train, it can be a goods wagon, it can be a locomotive moving, a single locomotive moving also. So you can advertisement, this is a very good source of advertisement, which can give a good exposure to the agency to promulgate his company.
Sir, what is automatic ticket management SS?
Sorry?
Automatic ticket management SS, Atma.
Atma is nothing but you can see because of the COVID. So what happens is now normally pre-COVID, before the COVID, we should stand in the queue, we should touch one another, we should go to the counter, give your cash and take the ticket. And again, while boarding the train, you have to show to the TT. There's a lot of physical contact is there. Because of the COVID, in order to prevent the spread of COVID, in order to have the contactless boarding of the boarding the train by the passenger, so simply you can without any contact you can simply show your ticket, display your ticket. That's when screen is provided at the platform on the platform before the platform. Then you can scan your QR code on the screen. Then so that it will be the gate will open, or in case of that the TT will not check, you can simply board the train. In the chart it will be shown that it will be you have boarded the train. So that is called contactless boarding the train.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we can close the session. That was a very informative and useful session. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge and enlightening us on the subject. On behalf of the Academy, I thank you, sir, once again. I thank all the participants. Just to remind participants that tomorrow the session will be on decision-making techniques under marginal costing principle. The speaker will be Sri G. Vijay Kumar. The login timings is at 11 o'clock. Session will start at 11:30 to 13 hours. Thank you one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.